Hi, I'm AlexFennoy, Executive Vice President of Community and Economic Development at Midwest Bank Center. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be a part of this team in this bank and in this community for going on 11 years now. And Midwest Bank Center has been the leading community bank in the St. Louis market for actually 115 years. So it's an honor to be a part of this team. This is a special honor. It means the world to me. And not just for Alex, but for Midwest Bank Center and all of our countless partners, customers, community members, municipalities, everybody that's trusted and believed in us. So it's truly an honor, and what it tells me is that the work that I believe Midwest Bank Center is built for is being recognized. I think it's been part of my life mission because of where I grew up. I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois, which in a lot of places across the country gets a bad rap. And it was not the community that I grew up in. The community I grew up in was loving, nurturing for everybody. So I want to see that for all underserved communities. I want to see them back to the town that I grew up in. So not just East St. Louis, but everywhere that I can touch and be a part of helping. Our work is so important in underserved communities because they have been historically left behind. And it takes someone, some group of people, to believe that it can be better for others. And I believe we have that in our majority shareholder, the Stubb family. I believe we have that in our legal board. I believe we have that in our CEO and chairman, Orvin Kimbrough. I believe we have that in our executive team. And I also believe we have that in all of the 280 team members at Midwest Bank Center. It is opening up the big tent for everybody to have a fair and equitable chance at getting lending, because that's what moves the needle in the American dream. It's not just opening an account, it's not just charity, it's not just volunteering. All of those things are important, but at the end of the day, if you're trying to buy your first home and the answer at every turn is no, that's not right. At some point, someone has to take a bet. Someone has to take a little extra risk to make sure that the least of us, those of us who have been left out of the big tent, are able to come in and share in that dream. And that's mortgage, that's small business, that's large middle market or commercial projects, that's all of it in areas that have historically been left behind. The real answer is it took our majority shareholder, it took our legal board members, it took my boss, our chairman and CEO, it took the executive team members to say, yes, we want to do this. Yes, this is part of our DNA. Yes, this is the culture that we want to create. So Alex could not have done this on his own, and I did not do it on my own. I could only do this work with the support of all of those different individuals that I just named. At that time, we had to really prove that we could do that successfully and profitably and it not be just charitable. So we proved that by the fact that in the first less than 3 years, that branch became profitable. So that was huge for us internally to know that what we were talking about could actually turn a profit, which is important. We're a for-profit business. Secondly, for the greater community, what it taught was other financial institutions to come behind and see that it is profitable to move into underserved communities and help and bring in businesses there. So from that time to today, which is about 8 years ago since we started in Pagedale, other financial institutions in the St. Louis market have in my opinion, respectfully copied our model and attempted to do the things that we've done, which is great because one, we're one community bank, a little over $2 billion in assets, and it's only so much that we can do by ourselves. But I think if we keep continuing to lead in this community and economic development space, others will follow and other communities and neighborhoods will be served better. In this community, our partner here with Friendly Temple Missionary Baptist Church had been in this space for 20 some odd years. So we came in with a successful model already, not unlike our model with Pagedale. The difference here was this was with a faith-based institution that, to our knowledge, had never been done anywhere across the country. So think about this, a full-service, privately held community bank in partnership with a church with over 10,000 members. What all can we do together? We're just scratching the surface. This branch has become profitable in less than 2.5 years and now service about 2,000 customers in this market in just that short a time. So we're just scratching the surface at what all we can do in North St. Louis with Friendly Temple. I'll put it in 3 categories. One, I would say an active participation in mentoring, specifically young African-American men. And then I'd say a subset of that, introducing banking as an opportunity for success and growth in their life. Secondly, I'll say through my faith, through my church. That doesn't hit the bucket in volunteering, but my wife and I are extremely active in our church and surrounding churches in our community over in Southern Illinois. And I'd say thirdly, in trying to encourage small businesses that I can't say yes to today, to direct them to different partners that can get them a yes over a short period of time. So I'd say those are the 3 main areas. And that third area is outside of the bank, because some of the people that I'm working with at some of the businesses is off of bank hours, and it's during times that benefit them, and it's really not about Midwest Bank Center, it's about helping them be successful at that time. Three distinct people: my faith, my parents, and now my wife, in that order. My relationship with the Lord, my parents in raising me, even though I'm an only child, they always made me know that I was loved first and foremost, that I wasn't better than anybody else, but nobody was better than me, and that I could accomplish anything that I put hard work to, that God was directing. And then my wife, my role model now in raising our 4 daughters, our 3 granddaughters. She's the reason I wake up early to get work done, and she's the person that I want to lay down with every night. So those 3.